Hernandez. That's that, the end. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good... Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. David Villa. David Villa charging forward. David Villa! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
And it's Bale. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go.
Peter, it's not often I'll focus on the influence of a goalkeeper, but Vitor Baia is an exception I'm happy to make. Consistently strong and one of Portugal's very best players, never mind just keepers.
Yeah, I very much doubt he's not... Great hit! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Nicely aimed pass. Mbappe! Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Cristiano Ronaldo. Barcelona have scored two quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Pressure coming in from all directions. Oh, it's come loose. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Has a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, That kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Conte. Beckenbauer. Distributed tidily. A good-looking ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Messi. Good purposeful running this. David, there's the shot! Volleyed effort.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
There will be 3 minutes.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
And he's been shifted off it. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Barcelona are 2 up, and everything is shaping nicely. The only criticism, it could have been 3.
In designated areas.
Barcelona in control at half-time, 2-0. So off we go once more. Now it's Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. Shevchenko. He's got the shot away! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Palmer. Shot could be on. He was under real pressure there. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Mbappe, who does have an assist to his name, floated through. Palmer cuts it out. And he's quick to get it clear again.
The attendance for this match was 71,898.
Sends it crossfield. Bale. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Beckham. Out to the left it goes. Alexander-Arnold. Mohamed Salah takes control of it and he's on the move. It's Salah!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Substitution in progress.
Japan choosing to make the first change.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Japan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Palmer. Hernandez. Played towards the other side. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Messi. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Messi. He is through here. Ruben Neves promptly onto that, and that is that. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, that is a good challenge from him. Messi. And it's Shevchenko. Oh, the shot could be on here. Big chance! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And the lead is 3. It is surely done. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
The goal scorer for Barcelona.
We have got changes
After
here
90
from both
minutes
sides, in
is
fact.
Number 14.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now.
Kylian Mbappe.
Palmer. There's the hit! They've done it! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so
The
often.
goal scorer for Japan. Number 24. Palmer. Substitution for Barcelona. Number 14.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Barcelona are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them.
Quick reminder today, please have your
Well,
entry
after all of
tickets
that,
at
Jim,
hand
what are
as
you
it's time
thinking?
to announce
Well, the
today's
look on the
winning lottery
manager's
numbers.
face says it all. He knows.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this
Hello,
lot.
everybody,
Without
and
a doubt, it
welcome
is
to
the week's
today's
most
match.
eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Can he latch on to this? Good ball over the top. Stood up well to him there.
Tony Adams is the standout player, Peter.
Well, he does stand out, Jim, of course, but specifically how?
Because he's a colossal presence who seems to thrive the tougher the job gets. His level of commitment is an inspiration for everyone to follow.
Closest thing to a manager on the pitch.
Can't argue with that.
Conte. Now it's Messi. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. Shot a goal! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. That was a given. It always was.
Villa really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Barcelona are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Mbappe! And he hits the net. And they're at it again in double quick time.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So that's two now without reply.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Now it's Griezmann. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe driving forwards. Zakaria did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Great position here to Catalana!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Beckham. Messi. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Added time.
Well read, nice interception. And the half-time whistle goes. Some first-half thoughts?
Barcelona are 2 up and everything is shaping nicely. The only criticism, it could have been 3.
Barcelona are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And the game has already resumed here. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Messi making good progress on the right-hand side. Beckham. Messi. There's the shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Good play all round. He was well hustled and still got a shot away.
Hakimi. That's a throw. Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them.
898.
Brilliantly cut out.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Always onto this. Now it's Mbappe, and he's managed to get free. Tries a shot! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Griezmann. Coming on the field is number 25, Sansit.
Hakimi, and it's played forward to Ketelara. Cleared without complication. Costa Curta. It's a pretty loose pass. De Ligt. McAllister. Now Mbappe. Driving through the middle. Adams gets it clear. Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Mbappe! That's a decent clearance.
Messi, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution there.
Could be danger here! That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's had a shot! He's got a goal!
Barcelona really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
The goal scorer after 83 minutes is number 5, Gyökeres. 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 Substitution on the field. Number 23.
Both sides then
McAllister.
taking this chance to
Number
turn
10,
to their benches.
Ketelara.
This
Coming
is
on the
threatening to
field,
become a really
number
good game.
22,
Well, they've given
Bernardo
themselves a
Silva.
chance here, but now it's a
Number
case of getting the
18,
balance right between attack and
Alvarez.
defence, and that's not easy.
Substitutions taking place.
And it's Shevchenko. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nuno Mendes.
There will be 3 minutes
Whatever
added
happens,
time.
that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He is just caressing the ball. Alvarez! And that is that. Barcelona can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster, that. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
With the father of a boy in a blue
So,
hat
Jim, how do you
currently
reflect
make
on
his
what
way
we've
to
seen?
the information
This was all
centre.
about tactics, Peter, a weakness.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Messi, well, he was given the time and room.
Oh, terrible pass. This the shot! And he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Terrible error, duly punished. So, a breakthrough already. Torres is onto it in a flash. Now it's Pedro Neto, and it's Messi.
Oh, great feat, that.
Pedro, and the shot! They've done it! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
He's found the way through. Might be danger here. Beckham. And Messi! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Barcelona take the lead. Torres looks to get on the end of this. Driving on and making good progress. He's picked his way through. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. Shevchenko puts his foot on the gas, and it's Messi. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Messi stood his ground strongly. He's had a shot! And it's in! Hot knife through butter! They have done it again! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
Barcelona take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Ball is over the line. And he's managed to get free. Kante did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He rises! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. David Villa. Pedro Neto has found the net here, of course. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Adams. Now Costa Curta. Mbappe. David Villa has it out wide and in space. Fernando Torres.
There will be
Much
3 minutes
Batistuta.
added time.
Now that looks a decent hit! And he's really put himself on the line here. And that should get the job done. Goes in for the header! That was superb goalkeeping!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And he can clear it away. And a shot! It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
And the first 45 minutes are up.
Okay, apart from the obvious mishap, it's been a good half. They're still in the driving seat.
Barcelona hold a skinny lead after a thrilling half. Bring on the second half. It's 3-2. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And here's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Can he put it away? Oh, taken with style. 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches. Followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Hernandez. Beckham. David Villa. Played into space out wide. Messi. It's a good foot in there.
Match was 72,306.
Beckham plays it short. There's the hit! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Messi just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Alexander-Arnold. Pedro Neto providing an... He's got tall! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Beckenbauer. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. And he's found a way past. Shevchenko looking to penetrate opposition lines. Shapes to shoot! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And the lead is 3! It is surely done! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Barcelona grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Cafu. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Adams. And back to the keeper they go. Beckenbauer. 5 minutes left on the clock. Quality ball. And that is expertly dealt with. Pedri. Foden.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Cafu. And it's Messi. Picked out, real chance! They've scored! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round.
Please.
And now, lining up for
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And already we're underway here. He's had it taken off him. And here's Shevchenko. And it's Beckham. He's going for goal! Great strike, a test for the keeper.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back-page headlines there.
Now it's Bellingham.
The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit is the perfect example.
Well, he really could play in any position.
Yes, he started as a sweeper and showed that he could play anywhere in midfield and indeed up front. Big, strong and absolutely gifted.
Ball is over the line. Up he goes! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
David Villa. Out to the right. Played back. Tries a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Serginho. Good driving run. Has a goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get... Oh, he's been caught on it here. Climbs up big. Just off target.
Adams certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Beckham. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Keeper's dealt with that. Serginho.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Now it's Giroud. Serginho. David Villa.
That's good play from him.
Shevchenko. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Barcelona come off having scored the... Oh, what a climb! He can get that clear. And it's Messi. Beckham. He rises! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Giroud, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Barcelona are still that goal to the good. Giroud. Beckham. Shevchenko. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Messi.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
The attendance for this match was
Well, it did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Quality ball. Bellingham. That's good play.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's Beckham. Serginho.
Might want to be careful there. Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
No, he's just misjudged that one. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gullit simply refused to be outdone there. Rudiger. Rudiger carries the ball down the right. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Messi! They've scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
The goal scorer for Barcelona.
And that will be it. Barcelona are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have
Hello,
too much
everybody,
riding on it,
and welcome
but
to
it is
today's
equally
match.
clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And this place is living up to its reputation. Pedri! It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise. Well, our first story of the day, and it's a big one. The skipper, to start by doing that, has given everyone a fright, and I think himself too.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Conte. Oh, good spread. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, shooting chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Beckham. Now Costa Curta. Mbappe. Beckham. It's a goal kick. Quarter of an hour played. He's through here. Costa Curta. Barcelona are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. David Villa. Beckham. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
David Villa. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. De Paul, now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's Messi. He's beaten the mark. Messi! Beckenbauer gets it away. Adams. Beckham, played out to the right.
Barcelona certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Can he finish? He would have been quick to recover this. Bayer trying to keep this in. And now they can spring out of defence. Shevchenko. And it's Beckham. That's good vision. Now it's Messi. And he's onside. Danger averted for now.
1 minute added time.
That'll be a throw-in. Shevchenko. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. There's the whistle for half-time. Oh, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Barcelona would seem to still be getting over the OG. It was an honest mistake, and they've got to move on.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Messi ploughing through the middle. Conte.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
David Villa. De Paul. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Engages and forces him off the ball. Konate gets over and intercepts. Pedri.
The attendance for this match was
Mbappe.
71,649.
Mbappe puts his foot on the gas. And he's Pedri! So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Messi.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they're back on the ball again. Kimmich. De Paul. Mbappe. Upamecano makes the interception. Mbappe. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Beckham. Now Costa Curta. Messi. De Paul. Showing good feet. Crunching tackle. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Costa Curta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And back to the goalkeeper. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Mbappe. Cleared without complication. And that will be the final act. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
It is now time for our special lottery.
Any reflections
Please
on what
grab
you've
the
seen,
tickets you
Jim?
were given
Well,
when
it was
you were walking through the
engaging,
gates.
if not an edge-of-your-seat encounter, and importantly, it offered the right result.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. And as you can see, we've already started here. Looking for the runner. And the shot! Goal! Barcelona!
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. David Villa. And here's Shevchenko. Now it's Messi. And Beckham! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Beckham actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And now they can spring out of defence. João Cancelo. Figo. Over to the left. And it's Ribéry. Now it's Figo. He is through here. João Cancelo receives it in a good position here. Ribéry. Skims one in. Played out to the left flank.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
That's a shade optimistic. Guardiola.
Barcelona really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Beckham plays it short. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Beckham did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's got the shot away! Sticks it away! Barcelona are back in business. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Shifted upfield. David Villa. Iniesta. Iniesta will not want to lose out. Has a shot! Oh, that is asking for trouble. Irwin. Shifted it to the flank. Van der Vaart.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Stoichkov, he's had a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back.
Oh, that was such a smart exchange of passes, and it took so many defenders out of play in one quick movement. Wonderful goal.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this...
And the referee brings the first half to a close. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd, and a fair reflection of the territorial state of play with the half-time scoreline, 2-1. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Iniesta. Iniesta going face-to-face with his break. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Interesting ball. Beckham. David, he's got 4. And it's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
Great header, made it look easy.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got 2 strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now.
The attendance for this match was 70,987.
Ribery, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Messi, cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Substitution for Barcelona.
Number 19.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
McAllister.
Now it's Ruben Neves.
Number 23.
Oh, super ball!
Beckham.
Can he finish?
On the field.
It's and again!
Number 17.
And he's kept it out.
Number 21.
Denied by an
Ruben Neves.
instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well
22.
placed to deal with that.
Phil Foden.
And it's been taken short. Cleared away. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Van der Vaart. Ribery, who's set up 1 goal so far. Van der Vaart providing an outlet on that flank. Pedri. Costa Curta is there, and he can get that clear. And the ball is out of play. Cafu. David Villa under intense pressure.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 7.
Barcelona
Shevchenko.
are able now to make
Coming
their
on the
substitution.
field
It's been on the
is
cards for
number
a few moments
25,
now. Batistuta
Batistuta.
getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Barcelona are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. But it's a mighty effort! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
And he was alert to it. Ribery.
There will
It's
be
Van der
5
Vaart.
minutes added time.
Ribery. And it's Figo. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. Neymar. That is a great pick out. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. And time is up. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. David Villa claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is
Please
very
be made
little
aware
room
that
for
smoking
argument.
is only permitted in designated
How would you
areas
sum
within
up what
these
we've
grounds.
witnessed, Jim?
Barcelona certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Tony Adams, now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you?
Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning mentality and ability to organise a back four. You don't argue with Tony Adams. You do what you're told.
And he was quick to react. Guardiola. He's in plenty of space here. Mbappe. And that has been knocked clear. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Messi.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Cleared away.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Barcelona, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. David Villa. That's a nicely weighted pass. Adams with the clearance. Messi! Oh! Fantastic! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Barcelona are in front. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
There's the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
Can he put it away? Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Suarez reacted so well to bring that ball under control. Looked easy too.
Cafu, that's really well manoeuvred. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that is expertly dealt with.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, shooting chance! Now that is commitment to the cause. And he's managed to get rid. Mbappe. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And if you have just joined us, still
There will be
just
1 minute
one
added
goal
time.
between them. 1-0 the score. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
At least, Peter, not conceding another goal has kept them in this game, and they can up their response in this second half.
Barcelona, it's Neymar! Oh, it's come loose. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Terrific header! And he's straight offside. David Villa. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And the
The
shots!
attendance for this match was
And the keeper has reacted
72,300.
superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's been taken short. Big chance! Beckham gets good distance on it. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's
Tries a shot! He scores! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
After 68 minutes is number 9, Luis Suarez. Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, that looks a cracking ball. Shot, Luis Suarez! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 6, Conte. Coming on to replace him is number 15.
Messi plays it short. Over it
Substitution.
goes in for the header! Harmlessly behind.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 23.
Barcelona making another
Coming on the
change here.
field
Well,
is
for me, this was the
number
obvious
18,
substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Salah. Very nicely done. Punched away. Defending of the desperate variety.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example. Well, both sides might
There
have
will
to
be
settle
5
for a
minutes
draw
added
here,
time.
although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Irwin. Valverde. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, played right into his path. Now it's great hit! And that has been clubbed away. And that's it. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Barcelona can always
quick
take
reminder
more
today
positives
that
from a
smoking
result
is
like
only
this.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. There's the shot! That's going to go a long way.
Now there's a player with a silky pass and a steely tackle.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, a midfielder renowned for his tremendous array of passes while offering his defence a solid shielding presence too.
Players don't come a whole lot better in his position, do they?
Not really, and not many can boast the same quality of performance either, Peter.
Messi. Cafu. Big chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Cafu actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Adams with the clearance. Ball is over the line. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pedri. Pedri running with the ball. Pedri! Oh, nearly. Beckham. And that's really well manoeuvred. Still goalless at the moment. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Diaz. Diaz charging forward, the ball at his feet. Adams. Cafu. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Driving forward.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Shevchenko. Now Mbappe. Xabi Alonso. And it's Neymar. And here's Foden. Neymar. And the flag has... Can he put it away? And that is doing no harm at all. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Foden! He scored!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
Goal! After
Well, there's
43
always a chance of being
minutes
caught like that when you surrender the football.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
minutes has been indicated.
Mbappe! And it's half-time here. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on every...
Real chance! Now, and he's following up! And that was very necessary. Opts for safety. Adams. Beckham. Mbappe. He's had a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's a goal! Barcelona are back in business. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Foden!
The
Foden!
attendance for this match was
Just off target.
That's just plain unlucky. There were many, me included, who thought that was going in.
Mbappe. Beckham. Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. And now they can spring out of defence. Thuram. Foden might just make this. David Villa. Mbappe. Pedri gets a foot in here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Cafu makes the interception.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And here's Shevchenko.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
And Shevchenko! Oh my word, that is quite something! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the comeback is complete!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
The goal scorer for Barcelona.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired...
And the shot! Oh, what has happened? And one more try! He's scored! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Simplicity itself.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
Number 14.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 19.
So all square and not for the first time.
Substitution in
Oh,
progress.
I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
No luck with that dink over the top.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a
There will be
chance for
5 minutes
one last
added
fling.
time.
Five minutes to add. David Villa. David Villa! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Villa clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 23, Beckham. Coming on to replace him is number 18, McAllister.
Substitution taking
Adams
place.
gets it away. And the shot! And with that, the final whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Shevchenko voted
Security
man of the
staff for
match,
each block.
and
Please
deservedly
report
so.
to the staff room immediately.
Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, hello, welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us.
Hello,
As you can
everybody,
see,
and
we are
welcome
all
to
set.
today's match.
The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And already we're underway here. David Villa. That's good play. He's found a way through. Oh, great shot. Mbappe! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
A seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Cleared without hesitation. He's got to be in, and the shot! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, sweet feet. Decent hit! Conte. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. And it's Sneijder. Mbappe. Little pass back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. He's got plenty of space out wide here, and he's being shifted off it. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
And he's had a hit! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
João Cancelo. He is through here. Plays it in low. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. David Villa. Messi. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Mbappe. Nuno Mendes. Well, that defending
There will
is
be 1 minute at a
unapologetically
time.
persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And Shevchenko! There's the whistle for half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. And we are back on the way.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's been taken short. Now it's Beckham. Can he finish? Goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
And it's Sneijder. Sneijder going face-to-face with his great rival. Has a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
550.
Serginho. Beckham.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Pass is just off target. Sneijder. And it's Beckham. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural inch.
Sneijder! A real chance and a real let-off.
Sneijder put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better look next time.
David Villa, played out to the left flank. Now it's Mbappe. Very nicely done. Mbappe. Oh, well played. Plenty of numbers back.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Nuno Mendes. He's going for goal! And the lead stays intact, just.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Number 15, number 27, Serginho. Number 7, Fabian Ruiz.
They've played it short.
Coming on the field, number 10, Batistuta. Number 17.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Number 41, Rice.
Substitution in progress.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out.
Substitutions taking place.
And it's Batistuta.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Mbappe. David Villa. Oh, great defending. That needed doing.
Substitution.
Gets to show off his quick feet. Iniesta crosses. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And that is that. Barcelona have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Shevchenko claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
With the father of a boy in the green backpack.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams that scrapped for everything.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello, everybody,
Without a
and
doubt, it is the
welcome to
week's
today's
most
match.
eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest courts. Chance! And again! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Vinicius Junior just couldn't steer it on target. Everything else was up there.
Tony Adams, now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths, you could go on all day about him. Shevchenko! Vinicius Junior. Now it's Torres. Pass is just off target.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Still goalless at the moment. Vinicius Junior. He could be in here. Now it's Rodri. Beckham. That is good alertness. And here's Mohamed Salah. He gets big. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Manchester United were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Beckham. Messi. Has a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
Beckham with the short one. Now there's a fine ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Look at the space. There's the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's been taken short. Van Bouten is there, and he can get that clear. In once, up he goes! Harmlessly behind. White is looking to influence the game from out wide. That looks a cracking ball.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Haaland! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And it's Messi. Tries to dink it in. Oh, Red, nice interception. Rodri. David Villa. In with a header!
There will be
He is
1 minute
desperate
added
to get on the
time.
score sheet, but not this time.
They're just lacking a cutting.
And we've reached half-time. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. So there was the first half.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
Barcelona head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. And we are back underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. That is a brilliant interception. Costa Curta.
The attendance for this match
No
was
breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Now the finish! And yes, it's there! Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just too hot to handle.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Tries a shot! He scores! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
After 67 minutes is number 21.
Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Fernando Torres.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry.
It's Salah! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Mohamed Salah really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Defending of the desperate variety. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Referee has just said play on. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's found him in real chance! Goal! Barcelona! to the lead once more.
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
The goal scorer for Barcelona.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Rafinha coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Bellingham!
Coming on the field.
It's run loose. Who's going to get? Oh, he's been caught napping.
Rafinha.
Big header! And the lead stays intact, just.
Makes you think, Peter, they could have been doing this earlier. Still, it's encouraging.
And it's played forward, and he's had it nicked away. And here's Torres. Bellingham. He's having a go. Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Bellingham.
So, time for
Number
changes
10,
on both sides,
Mohamed
actually.
Salah. Coming on the
White
field.
plays it short.
Number 24, Harwell. Number 18.
That should get the job done.
Substitution.
I think we're about to see a frenetic
There will be
finish,
5 minutes
and no
added
half
time.
measures from here.
Now it's Mbappe. Great chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Substitutions taking place.
They've played it short. Oh, such a clever touch. It's not an especially good pass, that. Oh, there's the clearance. And we're done. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to
And a
lose.
quick reminder today that parking in the area
do you look
around
back
the
on the
stadium
game
is
then, Jim?
strictly forbidden.
Barcelona
Please
perfectly
use parking
played the
provided by
hosts
club
and the
or any
crowd.
other paid
They
parking
set up to
facilities in the
frustrate
area.
and stifle, but they were relentless whenever the opportunity presented itself at the other end. A cracking away day.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And already we're underway here. And here's Shevchenko. He's away. Can he put it away? And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Bayern Munich are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And he's made sure that's not getting through. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has been cut short. Gravenberg. Quarter of an hour played. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Bayern Munich clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Barcelona are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. He could be in here. Dembele. Ribéry. Lovely feet. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Driving on and making good progress. David Villa. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. Beckenbauer. Costa Curta. Now Mbappe. David Villa. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning.
And now the hit! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
And it's been taken short. Big header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's Ribéry. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, that has
There will be
caused
1
disappointment
minute
to
at a
some,
time.
unsurprisingly, and disgust.
He's got tall! And he's straight offside. And we hit half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what...
Real chance! Sticks it away! Bayern Munich are all square. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
Number 10, Ousmane Dembélé.
Bayern Munich grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Conte. Well, that's well seen too. And that's put paid to a promising move. David Villa. Now there's a... Mbappe!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bayern Munich are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Attendance for this match was
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Dembele played into space out wide. Bellingham, and he's onside. That'll be a corner.
Substitutions taking place.
Bayern Munich can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
He is just caressing the ball. And that has been cleared. Goal! Bayern Munich! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Number 17, Fernando Torres.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Bellingham, it's inches away from being a really good ball.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, it's come loose.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 6, Conte. Coming on the field is number 15, Parla.
Bellingham.
Substitution.
Now it's Bellingham. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now he's off and running. Gravenberg. Bellingham. Oh, what's he done?
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there. And time is up. Barcelona played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated.
Hello, attendees. This is a lost
How would you
children's
summarise what we've
announcement.
seen today then, Jim?
With the father of a
Barcelona
boy
just
in a
may have
blue
felt
hat
a little extra
kindly make
pressure
his
in
way
front
to
of
the
their own
information
fans that
centre.
caused a nervousness and tension.
Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding
Hello,
on it, but
everybody, and
it is
welcome to
equally
today's
clear and
match.
very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And already we're underway here. And the counter is on. Beckham. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Gently done. And it's Ronaldinho. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I've chosen Wesley Sneijder because of his weight of pass. Picking out teammates is one thing, but delivering with just the right pace on the ball buys that precious half a yard or extra second, which can make all the difference.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Beckham plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Sneijder, passing is crisp and sharp.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Let's a look and place it forward. Mbappe! Mbappe! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! A finish right from the top draw! Barcelona are in front! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Fernando Torres. And back out it comes. Saka is charging up on the overlap. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Van Bouten just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Fernando Torres. India claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Torres goes short. So it's going to be another corner. Torres with the short one. And that should get the job done. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. David Villa.
Barcelona really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Saka. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Schneider. And here's Shevchenko. Now it's Messi. And Messi! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop. Behind are being made like that.
Now it's Torres. Otto. Ronaldinho. Oh, that's fabulous. Very nicely done. He's got it all. And it's half-time here. And it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow. So your views on the first half?
At least, Peter, not conceding another goal has kept them in this game, and they can up their response in this second half.
Barcelona come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting, and there is certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break.
Carrying